Hey guys, Sean here, and welcome to the F1 Word, powered by planetf1.com. Now, we've got something a little bit different for you today. Well, very different for you today. Over the weekend, we were at the NEC in Birmingham for the 2025 Autosport International Show, where we asked some F1 fans a few questions ahead of the brand new season. Yes, we're getting towards that already. Long way to go, but we will get there. First time doing anything like this, by the way, so bear that in mind and, be nice and all that. And super quickly, a huge thank you to those who took the time to talk to us at the show. But anyway, here are just some of their answers to our questions and a few of the highlights we managed to capture from the event. Enjoy. Race, reserve, or retire. So a driver you would race, a driver you would reserve, and driver retire. And we're going to give you three drivers. And because we're really mean, we're going to go with Hamilton, Verstappen, and Leclerc.
Okay. So I'd race Leclerc, reserve Verstappen, and retire Hamilton.
But we're going to go with Hamilton, Norris, and Verstappen.
Race Lewis, keep Verstappen as a reserve, and retire Norris.
Retire Norris?
I don't know. I just... Of the three, I still think he's the less consistent driver. I just look at any one of the starts from this last season.
We are, 2 months out from the start of the F1 season now? What are you really looking forward to? What are you excited about for this year?
A few things. It coming back. It's been only a month and I'm already missing it. Lewis joining. I was never Lewis' biggest fan, but he could take us to that next level. And Charles going for the championship. And just it coming back, really.
So looking forward to this year, what are you most excited for as a George Russell fan?
Well, I'm excited to see how him and Kimi get along. I think George last year, more consistent, very good qualifying pace, sometimes a few errors in races. So a little bit difficult for him, but I think he's getting more mature. He's going to be leading the team, hopefully, this season. So looking for a few more consistent performances. And I reckon he'll probably be top 4 drivers in the World Driver Champion this year.
Competitive drivers and Constructors' Championships. I think everyone's bored of Max winning and Red Bull winning, and it was nice to see a change last season, so I hope it continues.
Keep, tweak, or axe when it comes to races. So I'll give you 3 races. Keep one, change one to make it more palatable, and axe one. We'll go with Silverstone, Spa, and Brazil first.
That's cruel.
I'm evil, I can't help it.
So cruel. Can I keep all 3? They're perfect as they are. F1 are already binning Spa technically, so bin Spa. Painful. Tweak Brazil and keep Silverstone.
Miami, Monaco, or Qatar?
Bin Miami. Just get rid of it. Terrible track, terrible racing, awful. Tweak Monaco and keep Qatar.
Why are we going to Miami with all the tracks in the US that we've got?
Exactly.
It's absolutely crazy. Should we do some teammate battle predictions?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea, yeah. So I'm going to start with the obvious one.
Yeah.
Hamilton versus Leclerc. Who comes out on top in terms of points at the end of the year?
I'm going with Leclerc. Qualifying, very, very good. Of course, if we're going off last year, better qualifying than Hamilton. Hamilton's, of course, got very good race pace, probably better than Leclerc. But it depends how strong Ferrari's car is. But ultimately, I think Leclerc will come out just on top.
Yeah, I'm going to ask this one for the lols because, why not? Verstappen or Lawson?
I don't know, man. It's a very difficult one. Verstappen, of course. Yeah, that's.
I mean, you never know, do you? But come on.
You never know. Crazier things have happened. You never know. Max might decide he doesn't want to do it anymore. And then ultimately Lawson default wins. So you never know. I think it'd be a good battle between them two. I think Lawson has surprised quite a few people. I think a lot of people were shocked between him and Tsunoda going to Red Bull. But I think Lawson surprised a few people.
Are you saying then that Lawson's best chance of beating Verstappen is if Verstappen retires after Australia?
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably the only chance, to be honest with you.
Norris versus Piastri. Who's coming out on top in terms of points?
This year, Norris. If you ask me in 12 months, might be Piastri.
I think this is a tough one. Albon or Sainz?
I think Sainz is going to beat him, and I think it's going to be probably quite a big points difference as well.
Here's one for you. Antonelli or Russell?
I think Russell will have. Don't hate me, people. I don't like Antonelli. I don't think he might be the best ever, but I think he's the best of what Mercedes could have got. I think Russell wins that easy. He beat Lewis in the last year on points.
Norris, Piastri?
I think it'd be very close. Depending on how the team works, I don't think it's purely just down to drivers. I think Piastri had a very strong season, slightly underrated one last year. So I'm going to go with Piastri. It's probably not what a lot of people hear, and I'll probably get a bit of hate for it. But yeah, I think Piastri will have a very good season this year, and hopefully McLaren have a good season as well.
Who's the best driver on the grid over one lap?
Max.
Were Red Bull right to drop Perez?
Yes, absolutely. It should have been done earlier.
Of the rookies on the grid this year, we've got a lot.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in terms of points, but who do you think is going to impress us the most in 2025?
I'm going to have to say Ollie Bearman.
And then, just generally, who's the best overtaker on the grid in Formula One right now?
Fernando Alonso.